I'm calling this episode Checking In. We're going to be checking in with oneself. Check in with yourself, I'll check in with myself. And I'm doing this, first of all, because I don't have anyone to interview this week, because everyone has a life, and I'm the only one that's not busy yet. I have a very busy month ahead of me. So I don't know how this podcast is going to go down. There's going to be a lot of late nights. That's all I can say. A lot of freaking late nights and early mornings. But I have a very busy month ahead of me. And so I decided to do this while I can. To do this specific episode while I can. Checking in. I got this idea from, if you've ever heard of the book, it's a self-help / creativity book, and it's called The Artist's Way, and it is very popular among creatives in the entertainment industry. Very popular. I just kept hearing about it from one of my favorite actresses. Holy macaroni and cheese, I just blanked out on her name. Jenna Fischer. Oh my gosh. I knew Jenna was the first name, but the last name, I kept thinking Marston. And I'm like, who the hell is Jenna Marston? I don't know what the frig. Jenna Fischer. I am a horrible person, man. My brain hates me. Jenna Fischer has this book out that I have given to a friend of mine who has been an actress since she was 6, and I had her on the show. Actually, it was Belle from episode 3. Yes, episode 3, where we discussed creativity and who inspires us and such. I gave the book to her after we finished the podcast because I thought it would be a great book for her. And I don't know, I just love Jenna Fischer. I just love her. And she was talking about on this podcast that she was on, somebody else's podcast, which I don't remember the name of the podcast right now, but it's out there in the world. It's out there. And she was on this podcast, and she was talking about her book and how to survive as an actor or actress in the entertainment industry and how she got to where she is and all that good stuff. And it was such a great podcast episode. It was just, I loved it. It was very motivational to me. I freaking loved it. I keep saying just stop saying you're so annoying. And so she was talking about The Artist's Way. And I just kept hearing about it this year. I swear every interview I was watching with an actor or actress in it, they just kept talking about it. And so I was like, you know what? Maybe I should just darn well buy the damn book. And I went on Amazon and I found it. And then I found the book that accompanies it. It's called Morning Pages. The Morning Pages is basically just a blank notebook, a blank journal where you put stream of consciousness notes in there. When I see stream of consciousness whenever anybody brings it up, or if I see it on the back of a book or something, I'm like, oh, that's what this is about. Well, I put it right back down because stream of consciousness scares the hell out of me. Why does it scare the hell out of me? Because nobody really likes to get in touch with their thoughts. Like, everyone's about meditation nowadays, which is cool and all. But when you really get in touch with your thoughts, it can get scary. And I am a very self-aware person. Lately I am. In the past I was not. I was a kid in the past, so, I don't think any kid is self-aware. That'd be freaking weird, but I'm more self-aware, and I'm very appreciative of that because it just makes life easier when you're very aware of your likes and your dislikes and the crap you'll deal with and the crap that you won't deal with and the friends that you'll keep for sure and the friends that you're like, you're not my friend, bye-bye. Like, you're not helping me, you're not motivating me, you're just making life horrible for me, so you needs to go. It makes life so much easier. So And the journey to become self-aware, I tell you, I'm still on that journey. I'm not like a fully 100% self-aware Buddha. I ain't like that. But I am self-aware. I'm more self-aware than I was in the past. And it takes quite a journey to become even a tiny little bit self-aware, because once you become self-aware, you realize all the not the negatives, but just all the good and bad parts about you. And you have to figure out how to use the good and bad parts to grow as a person and live a fulfilling life. It's not easy, but I'm doing it, and it's fun. It's fun. I'm not gonna say it's difficult at all. Actually, it's fun. You learn about yourself, and to me, I'm having a good time with it. I don't know. Like, there's times where I cry when I realize something about myself, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like something in the past. When you dwell on something in the past, and I'm someone who dwells on the past a lot. But thankfully, I'm not as bad as I used to be about it. I used to be horrible about it. Like, dwelling on the past used to keep me up at night. Now, I sleep like a baby. I'm good. I don't dwell on the past as much. I'll think about it for about an hour. Then I'm like, what is this doing to help me out in life? Oh, wait, it's not helping me. Okay, let's go. So like an hour becomes 50 minutes, becomes 40 minutes, becomes half an hour, becomes 20 minutes, 10 minutes, 5 minutes, until it becomes absolutely nothing. And then I stop dwelling on the past, because dwelling on the past does not help anyone at all. So when I dwell on the past, that was one of the bad things I had to work on. And I would realize my mistakes and how I wish I could go back in time and fix them. But I'm at the point now where I'm like, I realize I can't go back in time, so I need to stop trying to hurt myself for all the past mistakes I've made, because that's not going to help me grow. That's going to make me regress back into a hurt little child. No grown adult is meant to be a tiny little hurt child, you know? It's just not that's not what an adult is. So that's not what growing up is. But I'm working on myself, and I'm very happy. But at the same time, you need to make sure while you're working on yourself that you don't become so self-obsessed, because I started becoming self-obsessed. Like, my needs need to come first. I'm above everybody else, and everyone's needs can come right up after mine. When I deal with myself, then I can work on you. But oh wait, I'm not done with myself. I'll get back to you 2 days from now. And so then when I realized that, I caught myself. And it's good when you can catch yourself before somebody else is like, hey, you're a piss off right now. You got to catch yourself and be like, hey, stop being so damn self-obsessed. It's not a good trait. Lose it. Work on it. And I'm doing that. And I'm so happy. One way to get over self-obsession is volunteering. That's one great thing I can think of. I don't really have the time to volunteer anymore, though, because I have a full-time job now. So unfortunately, volunteering is non-existent in my life, but I was doing it before, and it made me feel great. I felt like I was really helping out my community, and I was. With every day I went in, I just felt like, yes, I'm actually helping out. Like, I feel really good right now. This isn't about me. This is about helping out the community. And that is so important, because every community needs help, you know? So it felt great. So volunteering is one great solution to self-obsession. Therapy. Talk to a therapist if you really feel like you're just too into yourself, you know? Those are the two solutions I've got. I'm sure there's more, but those are the two I got. Read a book about self-obsession and how to get over it. I'm sure there's a book out there or a YouTube video to help you out. I don't know. But volunteering really helps. But anyways, back to morning pages. Morning pages helps you to get out. You do it first thing in the morning when you first wake up. And maybe that sounds horrible to some people, but to me, it makes me happy to wake up every morning and be like, oh yeah, I get to do my morning pages. Like, it's a fun little activity for your inner child, your inner little creative child. I don't know, I like it. So every morning I get up, and for about half an hour you fill out 3 pages. It's not that long. And you just write down whatever you want. You can write down, I don't want to do this right now. I don't want to do this right now. Just over and over again until you fill up 3 pages. Or for me, what I've been doing is writing down short story ideas and songs and poems and words that rhyme with each other. And I don't know why, but it's really healing for me to write down words that rhyme with each other. I don't know why in hell that works so well for me, but it is just so healing for me to do that. I just go sit out on my balcony, I stare at the sky and the trees, and I just breathe in the fresh air. And even though it's a little cold outside right now, I mean, it's freaking April, like we should get warmth, but we're not getting it. That's all right. Good vibes, good vibes. I sit out there, I sit in my robe and my blanket, I get all warm and cozy with a cup of tea, and I just write down words that rhyme with each other. So you could write whatever you want. But stream of consciousness, I thought was meant to be deeper than that. That's why I got scared whenever I saw stream of consciousness, because I'm like, it's meant to be some sort of deep thinking stuff that I'm just not in touch with myself as much as I think I am, that I'm not going to be able to write this. But stream of consciousness is whatever the hell you want it to be. It's just whatever that comes to mind flows onto that page. That's all. No big deal, Martika. It's okay. But I don't know, in my mind, I was like, I can't do this. And then I wrote down, I did my first page, and the author of The Artist's Way says that you shouldn't be discussing all the things that you write in the book to other people. It's meant to be like your own private sanctuary. But for me personally, I don't really care if anyone finds out what I wrote. Like, I don't care. I'm good. If you want to read it, read it. If you don't care, you don't care. That's good. But I don't really care too much if anyone reads what I wrote down in my journal. I don't remember what I wrote on the first page. I wrote a short story idea. Copyright Martika McLean, so I'm not going to talk about it. But I wrote a little short, not a short story, but a short film idea. Maybe it'll come into fruition one day. I'm trying to work on that, filming short stories. I highly doubt I'm really going to have much time to do so this month, but I'm gonna try. And if I actually get around to it, which I will get around to it. I darn well will. My life depends on it. I will. They will be uploaded on my other channel called Tika, Tika. I have, like, I don't know, 10 videos up on there of just, sometimes I don't even know what I'm doing when I upload. It's just the whole stream. Like, honestly, that YouTube channel is a stream of consciousness channel. That's just whatever comes to mind, just goes into a video, and somehow it becomes what it becomes. That's all I can say about that. But I don't know, I just wanted to, when I bought The Artist's Way, I wanted to become more in touch with my creative inner child, which is talked about a lot in The Artist's Way, which I'm so thankful for. And there's like mantras in there, and I guess not really mantras, they're not really called mantras, but I'm just calling them mantras. They're like affirmations, I guess you can say, of just affirmations you tell yourself to reassure your inner child and your creative mind that what you're doing is just amazing. Keep doing you. Stop shaming yourself for being a creative, which is what I was doing to myself. I just kept shaming myself. I said, this is not a proper job or career. What am I doing? This is a waste of time. I'm wasting money and I'm wasting time. This isn't going to get me anywhere. And then now I'm realizing that I am blossoming into whatever I am supposed to be, whoever I'm supposed to be, as I continue to allow myself to be creative. And I'm so happy I bought this darn book because it's just very helpful to me. My soul is just crying for joy because I am allowing myself to be me. Like, hallelujah. It only took me 10,000 decades. Anyways. I mean, I'm still young. I mean, it's a good thing I'm doing it now and not when I'm on my deathbed and I'm like, oh, I should have done this and I should have done this. Because so many people do that. They're like, I wasted my time and I should have done this, but I didn't do it because I was listening to my parents. My parents said that I should do this, that whatever I want to do is a waste of time. And then you end up regretting it. You got to follow your heart, dude. You got to follow your purpose.